3. Welcome, Whisky Aficionados, to review number 59. So you notice something different tonight. We've got Ash Palmer right here. Now Ash is a whisky aficionado of his own right. He owns a whisky shop. He also owns a Naked Whisky Club, which isn't quite as it sounds, right? It's a monthly subscription club where you get 4 different whiskies, and he doesn't actually tell you what they are. You have to guess, or you have to use your imagination, and then at the end of each week he'll tell you which one is, you know, the whiskey. So it's really, really good. And also owns a whiskey shop online which supplies. So we've just been to a really, really very, very good whiskey tasting tonight, and I've got to tell you, it's slightly different. It's one that you take your own bottle and you tell your little story about your own bottle, and it became very, very good tonight because we had some, well, I guess with some bottles from about maybe $75 up to, I should say, $1,000 to $1,500.
Just over $1,000.
Over $1,000, so it's quite incredible. And we got to taste some fantastic whiskies, and we also got to know what it meant to some people. So that was tremendous. But as promised, and thank you to Dave Taylor from Tasmania, who's also in contact now with Ash. This is the last of the trio of whiskies that he sent, and this is the Nant. Okay, you know, there's over 20 distilleries now in Tasmania, which is just fantastic. So we're actually talking about the possibility at some stage of us going to Tasmania for a little bit of a tiki tour around and see what's happening over there. Unfortunately, it is true, Ash, that Australia Whisky Holdings, which is a larger group, have bought a lot of the boutique whiskey companies over there now. So same old shit happens, right? It's what happens to the bigger guys. The bigger guys buy the small guys, and you know, it's not as good. But anyway, this is the last of the Nant. This one's 43%. It is a really, really well-respected whiskey, but I gotta say that all the Tasmanian whiskies are done in 20 to 50 and sometimes 100-litre barrels. So usually they're no age statement. They're matured a little bit quicker. This one has been done in bourbon casks. What do you think of the nose, Ash? We were talking about this slightly earlier. It's a little bit different, you know?
It put me off before, but it kind of grows on you. It's different, at least.
You see, in the notes I had pleasant, the word pleasant. Now, I've removed the word pleasant because initially we thought, well, is it pleasant? It's not quite pleasant, but there's nothing unpleasant.
No, I mean, there's nothing that will throw you off.
There's nothing nasty, is there?
No. Yeah.
So, I'm getting... It is a bourbon cask. It's not quite as sweet, but it is sweet, and there's some vanilla, there's some honey.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
What else? Is there anything else you're picking up?
No, I mean, it's pretty good.
This uses, you know, Tasmanian whiskey. They're using 100% ingredients. Tasmania is perfect for whiskey, right? You've got the natural water, you've got the two-row barley, you've got the natural ingredients, great conditions, and I think that's why some of the bigger companies are coming in and buying up big. This actually got 92.5 in the Jim Murray Whiskey Bible, which is a hell of a statement, especially you know, on a no age statement whiskey. Want to try some?
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
Spice on the end of the tongue, right? I've got some spice happening on the end of the tongue, but that to me, you know, considering that we have just been to a tasting that was out of this world, We had a Ben React 35-year-old tonight.
Yeah.
Tremendous, absolutely tremendous. And then we're a little bit pissed. We're having to come back and do this tasting.
It's got legs, man.
That's not bad.
Yes,
right?
That's all right. Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Sweetness.
You got that sort of dark fruit happening. There's a little bit of raisin. It's you know, it's raisiny. It's good, sweet vanilla, bourbon cask. So it doesn't have that sherry influence. I always find a bourbon cask just slightly oaky, slightly drier. The finish, there's not a hell of a lot happening in the finish, but then again, we try it again. There's a little bit.
It's not long at all, eh? Sort of. It's okay.
It's Moorish, right? It's there's not a long finish, but it's very Moorish. I do always think though that the Tasmanian whiskies have got a price point which is just a little bit above where they sit. All right, there is a lot of single malts that you can get for $100 or $120, which is fantastic. You're not going to pick up a bottle of Nant at that, and that's simply a simple logistics, a simple economy. They just can't produce enough.
Economy of scale.
Yes, they just can't produce enough to make it viable. So you do pay a little bit more, but sometimes it's worth paying a little bit more just to see what's out there.
Yeah.
So,
what did you say before? They're using the smaller barrels.
Smaller barrels.
The
So this is likely from a 50 liter barrel. It's
production be
aged
high,
younger. It's been in a barrel maybe 3 years maximum, right? So for that, fantastic result. And of course, I don't want to say too much in an online video, but Nant went through a hell of a stage. I mean, there was a whole production issue about people buying casks and not getting the casks that they were promised. To be fair, the owners of Nant sorted it out. They did the right thing by the people, and now it's been bought over by Australian Whisky Holdings, so good on them. Everybody's been made good, so I'm very, very happy about that. But look, I would give this somewhere in the region of about an 87. I'm not going to go quite as high as what the Whiskey Bible did, but it is good. It really is. And
did you look up how what's the retail?
I didn't know, but I know it's somewhere in the region 200.
200.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's just not enough, right?
Would you say if you pay $200 for it, it's because you want to support the art?
No.
Yeah. You wouldn't?
No, I'd pay $200 for that because I'd want to try the different expression, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Because
you want to support
I
the industry,
haven't had it before, so I want to try it. I want to see what it's about. And if I paid $200 there, I would not be totally disappointed. It's pretty good.
But we're kind of spoiled because we've
very spoiled.
We've drunk so much other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, you kind of want to support these boys because you want to support them. So you want to see what else is there. What else could they do? Yeah.
So I think it's probably a good buy, and specifically in New Zealand, I think it's actually very, very hard to get. So I've got to say thank you to Dave Taylor. Thank you for sending me the samples. Keep them coming, mate, and keep them coming to Ash. We need more samples. We're running out of whiskey here in New Zealand, so keep them coming, buddy. And next in, would you believe, review number 60, right? We're going to go back to an old Scottish classic, Ardbeg. Now, Ardbeg have just released Grooves. Is it Grooves?
Grooves, yeah.
I can't afford Grooves, right? Maybe Ash can bring me some Grooves next time he comes up. But I do have a Kelpie, which is the previous release, which I haven't reviewed yet. So that's the one we're going to go next time. Until then, drive safe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and catch you next time. Sláinte. Cheers.